Reason 2. Jungkook's global popularity challenges the established hierarchy. The American entertainment industry has long operated on a hierarchical model. Within this framework, certain names consistently dominate headlines, music charts, brand endorsements, and award shows. These figures form what can be described as the celebrity elite, artists who are not only entertainers but also gatekeepers of influence. Jungkook's rapid ascent into this sphere represents a disruption to that order. And for many established American celebrities, his presence at the top is perceived as a direct challenge. For decades, the entertainment industry has been shaped around US culture. Even when international artists achieved recognition, their success often remained categorized as niche or tied to specific genres like world music. Jungkook, however, does not fit this traditional framing. Instead, his music, fashion collaborations, and media appearances place him directly into the mainstream cultural conversation in America. This level of integration breaks the long-standing narrative that only American artists can define the global standard of popularity. For top celebrities in the US, this creates a new reality in which their dominance is no longer guaranteed. Jungkook's consistent presence on global charts, from Billboard to streaming platforms like Spotify and Apple Music, forces American stars to share or even lose their spotlight. This shift naturally generates resistance from those who once benefited from an uncontested cultural monopoly. One of Jungkook's strongest advantages is his ability to command a fanbase that stretches across continents. While many American celebrities enjoy immense domestic support, their international reach does not always match their US presence. Jungkook, however, carries influence not only in South Korea but also across Southeast Asia, Japan, Europe, the Middle East, and the Americas. His ability to unite fans globally represents a form of soft power that few American celebrities can replicate. The presence of such a wide-reaching fanbase poses a threat to the established American celebrity hierarchy. When global fans collectively mobilize, for instance, in streaming campaigns, social media trends, or brand promotions, they create measurable shifts in visibility. A single, coordinated action by Jungkook's supporters can outpace campaigns by even the most influential American stars. This dynamic shifts power away from individuals who once assumed they would remain unrivaled. Jungkook has also benefited from a significant cultural shift within American media. Once reluctant to highlight international artists beyond passing mentions, mainstream outlets now dedicate extensive coverage to Jungkook's activities. From his airport appearances to brand collaborations, each detail becomes headline-worthy. The fact that an artist outside the traditional US system can generate equal or greater attention than American celebrities underscores how the media ecosystem is no longer entirely dependent on Hollywood or the American music industry. For American celebrities, this shift creates an environment of comparison. Every time Jungkook's news cycle dominates social media platforms like Twitter, TikTok, or Instagram, it indirectly diminishes the attention available for others. This results in an unspoken rivalry, where established celebrities feel their cultural space being occupied by someone who operates beyond their control. In addition to public recognition, American celebrities hold considerable influence through their relationships with labels, streaming platforms, and brands. These connections allow them to maintain dominance by ensuring their music receives priority promotion, their films are heavily marketed, and their endorsements remain lucrative. However, Jungkook's increasing leverage with global brands like Calvin Klein shows that international figures can now bypass traditional gatekeeping structures. When brands invest heavily in Jungkook, often placing him at the center of campaigns, it sends a message that influence is no longer confined to American stars. This can trigger defensive responses from celebrities who see their own market value being questioned. In the long term, if Jungkook continues to dominate both in music and fashion, he could redefine the very standards that US celebrities rely on to maintain their influence. History shows that international artists who achieve success in America often face skepticism or resistance from the established industry. From the British invasion led by the Beatles to more recent Latin pop waves with artists like Shakira or Bad Bunny, American celebrities have had to adapt to the influx of global competition. Yet Jungkook's rise is distinct because it occurs within the digital era, where streaming, social media, and global fan mobilization create real-time influence that cannot easily be controlled. The difference is scale and speed. Whereas previous waves of international popularity took years to establish, Jungkook's transition into global stardom has been rapid and nearly instantaneous. This speed leaves less room for adjustment, which amplifies resistance among American stars who fear being overshadowed. Another dimension is the impact on prestige-driven recognition. American celebrities often rely on awards such as the Grammys, Billboard Music Awards, or MTV VMAs to cement their dominance. Jungkook's potential in these areas disrupts the balance because his growing popularity makes him a viable candidate for recognition. If Jungkook begins to consistently secure nominations or wins, this further reduces the symbolic authority of American stars. For those who built their careers on the assumption that these awards represent an exclusive acknowledgement of US talent, Jungkook's success challenges the very meaning of prestige. Even without winning, the fact that his presence alone shifts attention highlights the fragile hold that American celebrities have over these institutions. Another reason for resistance is tied to narrative control. American celebrities often embody cultural ideals that reflect US society. When an international artist like Jungkook enters this narrative, he complicates the identity politics that dominates celebrity culture. He is not only a musician, but also a representative of a different cultural background, language, and entertainment system. For American stars, this creates a dilemma. They cannot simply ignore his popularity, yet acknowledging it risks highlighting their own limitations in global reach. The discomfort comes from a fear that audiences may no longer view American celebrities as the default global leaders in culture. Instead, they may begin to see entertainment as a truly global arena where nationality matters less than influence. This shift in perception undermines the long-standing dominance of US celebrity identity. Reason 1. Jungkook's versatility threatens the multi-industry control of American celebrities. In modern entertainment, power is not solely determined by music charts or acting roles. Instead, the most influential celebrities build empires that span across industries: music, fashion, film, beauty, endorsements, and even social media dominance. For decades, top American celebrities have mastered this formula, maintaining control not only through their artistry, but also through their ability to command attention across various sectors of entertainment and commerce. Jungkook's rapid emergence as a multi-industry figure, however, threatens to destabilize this system. His versatility is unlike that of most US celebrities, who often rely on established industry pathways. And this difference explains why many of them may not want him to surpass them. One of the biggest challenges Jungkook poses to American celebrities is his ability to dominate multiple industries simultaneously. As a musician, he is not just recognized as part of BTS, but also as a soloist with record-breaking singles. As a fashion icon, his association with Calvin Klein has elevated him into the same conversation as top-tier American celebrities who have traditionally monopolized luxury brand campaigns. His ability to bridge these markets makes him more than just a singer or performer. He becomes a cultural entity capable of redefining influence. For US stars who built careers in one industry before branching into others, Jungkook's trajectory seems unusually efficient. American celebrities often spend years establishing credibility in acting, then crossing into fashion endorsements, then perhaps launching lifestyle brands. Jungkook, however, managed to command influence across these areas in a compressed time frame, largely due to his global fan infrastructure and his alignment with brands seeking worldwide reach. This efficiency places pressure on American celebrities who cannot compete with the same speed. In the US market, being a successful musician typically involves hit singles, chart-topping albums, and strong tour sales. Yet Jungkook extends beyond these markers. His music is not only consumed globally, but also actively supported by collective, fan-driven campaigns that amplify visibility far beyond typical industry promotion. Unlike many American stars, Jungkook does not need to rely entirely on traditional media exposure or label-driven campaigns. His fans serve as a decentralized promotional force, ensuring his music trends worldwide almost instantly. This dynamic places him outside the typical industry framework and makes him a competitor that American celebrities cannot control or outmaneuver through standard strategies. If their success depends on industry resources, but Jungkook's depends on direct global fan mobilization, then his foundation is arguably stronger. This independence is precisely what many top US celebrities find threatening. Fashion has always been a core tool for American celebrities to expand their visibility. Appearances at the Met Gala, collaborations with luxury brands, and the cultivation of personal style have helped stars secure influence beyond music or film. Jungkook's partnership with Calvin Klein exemplifies how quickly he has penetrated this space. His campaigns consistently trend across global social media, sometimes overshadowing campaigns featuring established American icons. For American celebrities who have long dominated brand endorsements, Jungkook represents an unpredictable rival. Unlike traditional brand ambassadors chosen for their Western appeal, Jungkook embodies global inclusivity. His image resonates not just in Asia, but also in North America, Europe, and Latin America, giving him a marketing advantage that surpasses regional limitations. Each time his Calvin Klein photoshoots dominate social platforms, it signals a redistribution of attention that American celebrities do not easily accept. Although Jungkook is not yet active in Hollywood, his growing cultural capital suggests potential for crossover. American celebrities who hold dominance in film may view this as a looming risk. If Jungkook enters acting, his fanbase would likely guarantee strong global box office performance regardless of critical reception. This possibility alone challenges Hollywood's dependence on established American names to drive international sales. The fear is not hypothetical. History has shown how crossover figures destabilize established systems. When musicians like Lady Gaga or Harry Styles successfully transitioned into acting, they threatened the monopoly of professional actors in certain roles. If Jungkook were to do the same on a global level, the shift could be even more significant, forcing American celebrities to defend their territory more aggressively. In the digital era, no celebrity can remain influential without mastering social media. Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter dictate visibility, engagement, and influence. Jungkook has repeatedly proven his ability to dominate these platforms, often generating viral moments through seemingly ordinary activities such as live streams, song covers, or casual interactions with fans. Unlike American celebrities who rely on PR teams and carefully staged content, Jungkook's authenticity resonates with audiences in ways that are difficult to replicate. For US celebrities, this is a double-edged sword. On one hand, Jungkook's dominance increases global awareness of entertainment as an international space. On the other hand, it diminishes the value of curated celebrity branding, which many American stars depend on to maintain their marketability. When audiences increasingly prefer Jungkook's spontaneous engagement to scripted celebrity appearances, it signals a cultural preference shift away from traditional American stardom. Celebrity power in America is often measured by the size of endorsement deals and the ability to attract sponsorships. Jungkook's global influence poses a direct economic challenge in this area. Brands operate on visibility and return on investment, and Jungkook's presence offers both at a scale few US celebrities can match. When Calvin Klein campaigns featuring Jungkook trend across multiple continents simultaneously, it demonstrates efficiency and reach that challenge the value proposition of American celebrities. If other brands begin to recognize this advantage, endorsement opportunities for US stars could decrease. This redistribution of economic opportunities explains why many may feel threatened by Jungkook's rise. It is not merely a matter of personal pride, but also a tangible risk of losing lucrative contracts to an international rival. Beyond economics and industry influence, there is also the psychological factor of hierarchy. American celebrities are accustomed to being at the top of the global entertainment pyramid. For decades, being a US star meant automatic global recognition, while international figures had to work harder for visibility. Jungkook reverses this narrative by achieving global dominance without fully conforming to US systems. His ability to command attention without relying exclusively on American approval undermines the psychological privilege US celebrities once held. This creates an environment of insecurity. If Jungkook can achieve this level of influence now, what does it mean for the future? Will American celebrities have to continuously defend their positions against international stars who no longer accept a secondary role? These questions reflect the underlying discomfort that fuels resistance to Jungkook's rise. To fully understand why Jungkook's versatility is threatening, it is useful to compare with historical moments. When international athletes began dominating American sports leagues, local stars faced an identity crisis about their own status. Similarly, when foreign films began winning major US awards, Hollywood stars expressed unease about losing symbolic dominance. Jungkook's rise represents a parallel moment in entertainment. His ability to thrive across music, fashion, and digital platforms indicates that American celebrities may no longer define the limits of global culture. The broader implication of Jungkook's versatility is a redefinition of celebrity culture itself. No longer confined to one nationality, one industry, or one market, influence is now distributed globally. American celebrities who resist this shift risk appearing outdated or insular. Yet, their reluctance to embrace Jungkook as an equal competitor shows how deeply entrenched the desire for dominance remains. His success forces a re-evaluation of what it means to be a top celebrity and whether that title can still be exclusively American.